Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in the last video we studied about the anterior cranial fossa. In this video I'll be telling you about the middle cranial fossa and the important points you should know for your viva purpose, right? So see, as already told in the last video, this is your anterior cranial fossa, this is your middle cranial fossa, and this is your posterior cranial fossa. In this video we will be focusing on the middle cranial fossa. सी सबसे पहले हमको पता होना चाहिए कि मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा की बाउंड्रीज क्या होती है. व्हाट आर द बाउंड्रीज ऑफ दिस मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा? लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द एंटीरियर बाउंड्री. Anteriorly, if you see this part number 1, this part number 2, and this part number 3, these are your boundaries of anterior cranial fossa. ये जो first है, this is your lesser wing of the sphenoid, and to be more specific, this is the posterior border of lesser wing of sphenoid. Secondly, you see एक pointed structure यहाँ पे, this is known as anterior clinoid process. Okay, anterior clinoid process. And third, this part, this is called as sulcus chiasmaticus. ओके, सो ये तीन स्ट्रक्चर्स आपकी एंटीरियर बाउंड्री बनाती है मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा की. आई अगेन रिपीट, द पोस्टीरियर बॉर्डर ऑफ द लेसर विंग ऑफ स्फीनॉइड, द एंटीरियर क्लिनॉइड प्रोसेस and sulcus chiasmaticus. This forms the anterior boundary of middle cranial fossa. Now talking about the posterior boundary of middle cranial fossa. You know, एक तो ये जो structure आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, this is forming the posterior boundary, and secondly ये आपका posterior boundary form कर रहा है. So ये जो है, this is known as the petrous part of the temporal bone. This is known as the petrous part of the temporal bone, and this is known as the dorsum sellae. So these two things, first is this petrous part of temporal bone and second is this dorsum sellae. It is forming the posterior boundary of middle cranial fossa. इन दोनों boundaries के बीच में जो है, this part, this part, this part, this is your middle cranial fossa. Now let's talk about what do we see in the floor of middle cranial fossa. You can very well see, एक तो आपका middle portion है और एक तो आपका lateral portion है, right? Now अगर हम middle portion की बात करें तो याद रखिएगा कि middle portion आपके middle cranial fossa का, this is formed by the body of the sphenoid. Sphenoid एक separate bone है जिसके parts होते हैं. I am not going into much detail, but for now you remember that this middle part of middle cranial fossa, this is formed by the body of the sphenoid. Right. So this lateral part, ये जो आपका lateral part है, this is formed by 3 bones. इस lateral portion में 3 bones contribute करती हैं. The first one is this one. This is the greater wing of the sphenoid. This is the greater wing of sphenoid. The second is this portion. This is actually the squamous part of the temporal bone. Okay, this is the squamous part of temporal bone. क्योंकि इस बाहर वाली साइड पे अगर हम देखें, then this is your temporal bone. Okay, so this portion is known as the squamous part of the temporal bone. And thirdly, this elevated part, this is the petrous part of temporal bone. And to be even more specific, this is anterior surface of the petrous part of temporal bone. ठीक है, anterior surface है, ये posterior है, but middle cranial fossa में anterior surface of the petrous temporal bone is contributed. So in vivas, what mostly is asked from you guys is that they'll point to a particular foramen and they'll tell you कि इस particular foramen का नाम बताइए and what all contents are present inside that foramen. Okay, so let's understand that part. Now, first of all, you should know that ये जो आपका middle part है, इसमें different parts हैं, उनके क्या नाम है. Okay, so firstly, this part, okay, this is known as your chiasmatic sulcus. This is sphenoid bone, right? This is known as chiasmatic sulcus. Below this, here you have tuberculum sella. Okay, here you have tuberculum sella. Below that you have sella turcica, and below the sella turcica, this is known as your dorsum sellae. I again repeat, ऊपर this is chiasmatic sulcus, then you have tuberculum sella, then you have sella turcica, and then you have dorsum sellae. ओके और यहाँ पे जो आपको दो प्रोजेक्शंस दिख रही हैं, दिस इज द एंटीरियर क्लिनॉइड प्रोसेस एंड ये आपकी है पोस्टीरियर क्लिनॉइड प्रोसेस. ओके, एंटीरियर क्लिनॉइड प्रोसेस एंड पोस्टीरियर क्लिनॉइड प्रोसेस. राइट, now let's talk about the foramens. See, since this is not the actual real human skull, इसीलिए कुछ यहाँ पे फीचर्स मिसिंग हो सकते हैं, बट यहाँ पे कहीं पे आपके पास होता है ऑप्टिक फोरामेन. दिस इज द फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फोरामेन यू आर आस्क्ड इन एग्जाम्स. ओके, ऑप्टिक फोरामेन. ये ऑप्टिक फोरामेन कहाँ पे खुलता है? यू ऑलरेडी नो, ये आपका ऑर्बिट है. ओके, ऑर्बिट में ये होता है आपका सुपीरियर ऑर्बिटल फिशर, ये होता है आपका इंफीरियर ऑर्बिटल फिशर, और इसके साइड पे ही यहाँ पे आपका कहीं ऑप्टिक फोरामेन लोकेटेड होता है. राइट, दिस इज योर सुपीरियर ऑर्बिटल फिशर, दिस इज योर इंफीरियर ऑर्बिटल फिशर, एंड यहाँ पे कहीं पे इज लोकेटेड योर ऑप्टिक फोरामेन. यही ऑप्टिक फोरामेन आपके मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा में खुलता है. राइट, हियर इट ओपन्स. दिस इज योर ऑप्टिक फोरामेन. सो इस ऑप्टिक फोरामेन से क्या पास करता है? याद रखो, याद कैसे रखेंगे? वी नो ऑप्टिक, राइट, तो पहला नेम तो ऑप्टिक से ही निकल जाएगा. सो ऑप्टिक फोरामेन से पास करेगा नंबर 1 ऑप्टिक नर्व. ओके, एंड सेकेंडली रिलेटेड टू आईज, सो ऑप्थैल्मिक आर्टरी. ओके, two things are passing from this optic foramen. The first is the optic nerve and the second is ophthalmic artery. Correct? Now we are going to talk about, here we have 3 foramens, number 1, number 2. So after the optic foramen there are 3 other important foramens जो एक पूरी रो में present होते हैं. You remember it like ROS. Okay, R for foramen rotundum, O for ovale, foramen ovale, and S for spinosum. So you have 3 foramens in line, R, O and S. आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करोगे? एक ओवल शेप जो है दैट इज फॉर श्योर फोरामेन ओवेल, उसके ऊपर इज फोरामेन रोटेंडम एंड ओवेल के नीचे इज अ स्मॉल फोरामेन दैट इज फोरामेन स्पाइनोजम. सो यू हैव 3 फोरामेन्स, ROS, foramen rotundum, foramen ovale and foramen spinosum. Similarly here you have foramen rotundum, foramen ovale and foramen spinosum. Now what all structures passes from them? Foramen rotundum से आपके 2 structures pass करते हैं, maxillary nerve and emissary vein. How do you remember that? See, अब आपके लिए क्या mnemonic work करता है that you can learn according to that, but for me I always remember the contents of foramen rotundum by a word ME, me. M for maxillary nerve and E for emissary vein. Right, foramen rotundum, ME, me, M for maxillary nerve and E for emissary vein. The second is this oval foramen. It's a very important foramen, commonly asked in your vivas. This is foramen ovale. What all structures pass from this foramen ovale? See, foramen ovale, you have to remember this with the help of a mnemonic male. Okay, ओवेल मेल एक जैसा साउंड कर रहा है, सो ओवेल से मेल याद रखना है, MALE. M फॉर मैंडिबुलर नर्व passes through this. A से accessory middle meningeal artery, L से lesser petrosal nerve and E से emissary vein. Then you have this foramen spinosum. इस foramen spinosum से middle meningeal artery pass करती है, right? Middle meningeal artery passes through this foramen spinosum. Now एक आपको irregular shape foramen दिख रहा है. This irregular shape foramen is known as foramen lacerum. Okay, what passes through this foramen lacerum? यहाँ पे भी है obviously और यहाँ पे भी है, ठीक है. सो इस foramen lacerum से 3 चीज़ें पास करती हैं. The first is your emissary vein, the second is internal carotid artery and the third is meningeal branch of ascending pharyngeal artery. Right, three structures passing through this foramen lacerum. First is your emissary vein, second is your internal carotid artery, and third is your meningeal branch of ascending pharyngeal artery. Now the next and very important is this superior orbital fissure. Okay, यहाँ पे भी and of course यहाँ पे भी. So you have superior orbital fissure. Orbit के अंदर I already told you that you have superior orbital fissure, you have inferior orbital fissure, and somewhere here you have optic foramen which we have already discussed. तो ये जो आपका superior orbital fissure है ये आपके middle cranial fossa में खुल रहा है. See? Okay, so this is your superior orbital fissure and similarly this is your superior orbital fissure. ठीक है, ये आपका superior orbital fissure यहाँ है और ये आपका superior orbital fissure है. So superior orbital fissure के जो contents हैं उनको पढ़ने के लिए I want to tell you about a concept of tendinous ring present over there. So I'll be making the next video about superior orbital fissure. I'll explain it a little bit and there we are going to discuss about the contents. So this was all about your middle cranial fossa and all the important things that you need to know about it. In the next video, I'll be telling you about the superior orbital fissure and we will finish this with the posterior cranial fossa. I hope all of you understood today's video. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment down below and ask me your queries. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.